Hey y'all, it's 3BW, Sisters in Love and Strength.
I'm Christina, the youngest sister here to make you laugh.
I'm Sherry, the outspoken, no-nonsense nurse and middle sister.
And I'm Lisa, the oldest sister ready to see what happens next. Every day we navigate busy families, husbands, friends, and exes. We've experienced it all, y'all, and we want to share our lessons learned with you.
Our motto is hindsight is 2020, and we're here to provide our viewpoints on what happened, where we went wrong, and how we can learn from it.
Join us as we share our stories, laugh at our mistakes, and learn together. We want to hear from you too.
Hello, ladies. How are we doing today?
Hi.
Hey, what's up?
What are we sipping on?
Long
Island iced
teas. What? So, Christina, how did that mammogram go?
Oh, my mammogram went awesome. It was great. I had a great nurse, She was really good. She worked with me.
What do you mean she worked with you?
She worked
Well,
with you. Yes.
yeah, she did. So when I walked into the room and I saw the machine, I was like, okay, yeah, we're not going to be able to use this. And she was like, okay, like waiting for the next thing. I said, I don't have enough breasts to put in there, And she's like, well, she's worked with small women before. And I was like, okay, well, you want to see? She's like, yeah. So, I showed her. And then she was like, okay. So she started cuffing me and moving me. And then she put me in it. And then she said, oh, I can do this. I thought you would be taught. So when she said that, I was thinking in my head. And so that's her nice way of saying I got saggy booty. But other than that, it was awesome. It worked. She got the scans, everything that she needed. It wasn't uncomfortable at all. I didn't feel anything. I mean,
Dang.
I saw her squeezing and smashing down, but I never felt
Must
nothing.
be nice.
What do you mean?
When you get your mammogram, don't you feel it?
Yeah, I do feel it.
It's like uncomfortable.
Yeah, it is. I guess because we have more.
Yeah, and then you have to sit there for a prolonged period of time. It's just like, okay, I wish this thing would be over with. And sometimes you're standing in like a weird position.
Yeah, I was definitely in a weird position.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You were sitting. What do you mean you were sitting?
I said standing.
I could have sworn you said we're sitting. Okay.
Standing. You stand up for a mammogram.
Right, exactly. That's why I was like, what did she mean by sitting?
Yeah, you're standing up with your face like pushed up against like a window.
I know.
You're hugging the machine.
Yeah.
And I'm hugging extra harder because if I move an inch, it's all coming out.
It's over, huh?
Yes.
We
only had to-
over. Yeah.
Yeah.
We only had to redo one side. And I think she was like, I think one side's bigger than the other. So we're going to redo another side. So, yeah.
What? One side's bigger than the other? She could tell? I mean,
I guess
Wow.
in the
I'm just saying.
where she got more from one than the other. So,
Yeah.
so we had to redo that one. But it was nothing that I expected. It went really well. And she was
That's good.
awesome.
And that's your first mammogram.
Good job.
My
Good
first,
job. Good job, Christina.
my first and my last.
Whatever. It's not
Excited.
your last.
So you should get the results when?
I think within a week maybe.
Okay. And they're just going to send you, through your medical records, your results. You don't have to go back to a doctor's appointment or anything.
Nope.
Unless they find something, obviously.
Right. Then they'll contact you.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I'm good for another 2 years, I'm assuming, or
Yeah.
however long that will take.
That's sweet.
That
We need to go
is.
out there and get our mammograms, ladies.
Yes, ladies, make sure you get your mammograms done.
Mm-hmm. So you know what? Let's tell our listeners about us going to a cigar lounge.
Oh yeah, that was fun. That was hilarious and embarrassing all in one.
Yeah, because one of us has never smoked a cigar before and tried to smoke it like a cigarette.
Now, who would that be?
I don't know. As far as I think she's a nurse.
Whoever it is, she didn't know what she was doing, and she was over there choking.
Will not do it again.
And the cigar guy was like, "Oh, I thought you was a pro." So she's literally sitting here joking, like, "Oh my gosh, this is crazy."
Yeah.
Yeah,
And she gave her cigar to someone else.
yeah, because that is not for me.
It
Yeah,
was,
It's not for everyone.
yeah, yeah. I don't
no.
mind going because the food was good.
Delicious.
Yeah.
So I
Yes.
had some shrimp, blackened shrimp. It was really good. So I'll go just for that. And the atmosphere was nice.
Oh, it smells amazing in there.
Yeah.
It smells amazing. The ambience was,
Nice.
it was everything. Yeah.
It was very nice.
Yeah. I would do that
And the food
again.
was good, and you get
Yeah.
cigars. And oh my gosh, the French fries. Oh, they were so good.
Yeah, and it was like a good amount. It wasn't like a little bit to where you still hungry. It was actually pretty good, pretty generous.
I got the salmon and it was delicious. It was a little salty, but I like my salmon salty, I guess.
Yeah.
But it was really good.
Yeah.
The cigar was nice too. It was, yeah.
Yeah, I like my cigar too. My cigar had like a caramel coffee taste to it. The wrapping, I'm assuming that's what it was because I'm not a cigar person. But I had fried shrimp, so
Yeah.
it was very good. It was a nice outing after a good eventful day.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to
Right.
do that again soon.
Yeah, I agree. So I just want to remind our listeners that we would like for you guys to stay tuned to the end of the podcast where we'll talk about our April giveaway.
Yay!
Yep, and we also want to remind our listeners to come out to our podcast, 3BWUnfilteredPodcast.com, and go to the page that says share your story because we will love to hear you guys' stories. And that's all the way at the bottom of the page. If you scroll down, you'll see a link that says share your story. And at the very top of the page, you'll also see a link where you can share your pic. And we will love to see all of you guys there too.
Yes, please send some pictures and share your story. Where you're hearing everything about us, and we'd like to hear back from our listeners about you, and we would like to share that information during one of our future podcasts.
Yep, that would be awesome. So today we're going to get into our topic, which is the Q&A show. So I thought this would be a good way for us to answer some questions and so that our listeners can get to know us and get to know us better individually. So what we have is two piles. One pile is from our kids. Between the three of us, we have 15 kids. So
15? So
Where
wait.
did that extra kid come from?
I have 5 and Lisa has 5.
5. And how many do you have? Because last I checked, you didn't have 5.
Yeah, maybe
Okay, well, 14 kids between the two of us.
Oh my God.
I
Now
mean-
there's only 2 of us.
who don't exist?
Okay, so we
Oh
have
my God.
14 kids between the three of us.
Okay. That's
job.
better.
And so we have questions that they have put into a pile that they would like to ask us. Sorry. And then we have some questions that are for us that are some icebreakers and some deeper questions that we can ask each other. So who would like to go first?
You know, I would usually say beauty before age, but today we'll start with age.
What?
Shots fired. Ping, 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 ping.
No, she did not. Oh my God. I'm not going first. No. Okay. I'll go first.
And it looks like some of these have our names on them, so I guess if it has our name on them, you won't read that one. You'll just give it to the person.
Yes.
Okay. So my question is, and it's from
The kid
the
pile, huh?
girls. Yes. What family member we never met do you wish we knew about or met?
Oh,
That's a good one.
that's a
That
really
is
good
a
one.
good one. And I'd have to say, I wish that you guys had met Michael Pinkney. Michael is my stepdad and Sherry and Shanita's daddy. He pretty much, I lived with my mom and him, and I'm sorry, Christina and Sherry's daddy.
Shanita has another dad. We forgot.
But I lived with my mom and my stepdad, so he raised me when I wasn't, with my biological father, who I was with every summer and every other weekend.
And more, yeah.
And so, but when I was not with my father, he was my daddy too. And I wish that all of our kids had had an opportunity to meet him. I think the only kid that probably does remember him is Christina.
Oh, Christina
really?
remembers
She
him?
remembers him?
I don't know, but I know that we've been out to dinner with him a couple of times.
Yeah.
And Elijah was a baby
Mhm.
the last time that we went out to dinner together.
Do you remember that? The
Do
last time
I-
we went out to dinner with Daddy?
Mhm.
When I had just had Isaiah and we went to Chi-Chi's? Do you remember that?
And Christina and Elijah were there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was just all three of us.
Yep. I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
nice. Okay, Cherry, your turn.
Oh, okay. I'm going to grab the one from the kids pile because it has my name. So let's read and see what this says. What is one mistake that you've made that you never want to make?
Again.
This is never want to make. Oh, never want us to make. Oh, wow.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. I don't necessarily think it's a mistake. I mean, granted, it is a mistake, but it was not planned, and that was getting pregnant at an early age. That is something that if I could redo it, I probably wouldn't get pregnant. I know I wouldn't get pregnant at an early age.
And tell our listeners how old you were.
I was 19 when I had my son, so that means I got pregnant when I was about 18. So that is definitely something that I would never want any of my kids to do. And he's not a mistake. I love my son. I wouldn't change it. He taught me a lot. However, if I had to redo it, I would rather him come later than earlier because I did have to grow and I was still too young. But he made me grow up. But if I was talking to my children, I would tell them that is something that I do not want them to do the same thing that I did.
Okay. Great answer. So I'm going to choose from the kids pile too, since you guys are doing the kids. Oh, and this one has my name on it. Oh, goodness. Okay. I don't know why this is for me, but did anybody inspire you to podcast? Did anybody inspire you to podcast?
Why wouldn't it be for you though? Why you say that?
I would think it would be for all of us.
Oh.
Yeah. Who inspired these hoes right here?
Oh my God.
That's why I'm here.
Wow.
And of course, and the meaning behind it. So that was also an inspiration for uplifting women and just being a voice for women. So yeah. Okay, Lisa.
Good answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, what helps you move forward even when life is hard? Prayer. Prayer truly helps me move forward. I pray on everything and I put it in God's hand. Now, I'm also gonna I take it back. I take it back from him a lot, but I at some point I'll give it to him and I'll let it stay there and I move forward. So prayer and knowing that God's got my back.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have been able to. Yeah, I've been through a lot. So prayer has brought me through a lot.
When I think about the stuff that I've been through, prayer probably would have helped me a lot too. But when you're going through it, you're not thinking about praying.
That's when I pray the most.
Right.
Unfortunately, when life is really good, my prayer communication and it's not the same. But when I'm really going through it,
Yeah.
I'm on my
So
knees,
like when I'm really, really going
crying.
through it. Yes.
I'm praying.
Yes.
My Bible's open.
Yeah.
I'm taking notes. I am 100%
Yeah.
in communication with God when I'm going through it. But I'm that person when life is good. It's still there. The relationship is still there.
Yeah.
It just doesn't feel as strong because I'm not
Depending.
I don't feel like I'm in need
Yeah.
at that moment, although it
And
should be the same regardless, whether it's
Right.
good or bad.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. Yep. You're right about that.
It's a good, honest answer. Appreciate that. All right.
You're
Sherry.
welcome.
It's definitely something I need to get back into.
Okay, I'm gonna need you guys to read it, and if you choose to move on from it, I want to know why.
Okay, so the last one that I had and I chose not to read is because we had this discussion like already. What if we all had an adjective floating above our heads? What would yours
No,
be?
we're gonna answer that
So-
one.
No, I already answered my question.
Okay, I can take this one because this one is for you, Christina. It says, when you think about who you are at your core, who is Christina? I am not Christina.
Oh, they should have put your name on there.
I'll do that
So
one.
that one I cannot do.
And that's a good question.
Yeah, it is.
Hmm.
So, what if we all had one adjective floating above our heads? What would yours be?
And hold on. You can give me yours, but we're gonna give each other
that's
whose
cool.
adjective.
No, I'm not participating.
Why?
Because someone said I was antique.
That wasn't me. That was her, though.
I'm not participating.
Okay, well,
very much.
okay, since you're gonna put it out there, Lisa's antique. That's hers. I'm faithful.
And
And
what,
Sherry is broken.
Right.
Those are my adjectives for them.
Mhm.
Okay, but Sherry, answer your question.
I was just going to say strong.
Strong.
I am strong.
That's very. I agree with that. You're strong and broken.
Answer your question, please.
I just
She
did.
just
It was
said.
strong. That's an
Oh.
adjective. Well,
Oh, you pulled that one. Okay.
yeah, I took yours.
That's right.
That you didn't want to
Okay.
do.
You don't want to go with
No.
anything else.
No,
No.
not
Aw.
participating.
Did I hurt your feelings, Lisa?
Antique.
Antique is vintage. It's
Yeah.
it's forever. It's
Really?
beautiful in everything that it is. And I think we don't want to be old, but we are. I'm antique too. I
Okay,
just
can you answer your question?
she's not buying it.
right.
Okay, so when you think about who you are at your core, who is Christina? Who am I at my core? I think at my core, I think I'm strong and loving in my core, at my core. So I think I'll go with strong and loving.
It's a good answer. Oh, that's a good answer.
Yeah.
It's a good question.
And this question actually came from our audio engineer, Deshaun Lope.
Oh, let's give a shout out to him.
Yay! What?
We appreciate him.
Yeah, because he takes his time to help us.
Yes. We appreciate you, Sean.
Yes, that's from
Definitely.
the strong woman, the vintage woman, and the faithful woman.
Okay, Lisa.
Okay, let's see. I guess my kids didn't put anything in there because my name's not on any of
Oh,
those.
that has my name on it, so I'll
See?
take it.
See what I mean?
I'll answer that now.
Oh my God, that says Sherry.
Sherry? No.
I think Sherry has most of the questions. Nobody wants to hear from us.
Okay. Really? Okay. When did you start podcasting and when did you start?
Oh, wow. Can we skip
No,
that
no, no.
one?
Yes, please. Thank you.
That one's kind of,
Does this say Sherry or Shanita? No. Okay. Sherry or Christina? You know what? We need to introduce Christina and Shanita. Okay.
Yes. I'll do that. I'm Christina. Hello. And I'm Shanita. Hello. So I'm a Gemini, and it is true what they say. I have multiple personalities. We don't know who's showing up when. We like Christina because Shanita is a little, but okay, go ahead.
Okay. Thank you for that because I'm sure people are confused. They probably think there's like 4 of us, but it's actually 3 of us with multiple personalities. Would you rather travel into the past or the future? So, that's tough. I think I would rather travel into the future. And it's tough because our past and our future's not looking really good right now. Just keeping it real. And I'm not going to go into politics or, explain my answer
Yeah.
outside of politics.
Crazy world.
And we're living in a crazy, crazy, crazy world.
Yeah.
But I don't want to go into the past either because that was pretty bad too. So I'm going to take my chances. I'm going to take my chances with the future. So, but yeah, that would be my answer.
Okay. Now it's my turn. All right. What is one thing you would want to do and never got to do? One thing that I want to do, I guess I want to travel overseas. I want to go to Italy. I want to go, I mean, I can still do it, but at my age now, I wish I could have already done it.
To travel
You know.
overseas?
Yeah, at least once, to visit something. And you know, my idea would be graduate from college and go take a trip abroad and then come home and start my
Then
family.
start.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just go have that fun before I had to be a mom and a wife.
Well, the good thing is your youngest will be out of school in 3 years, and
Yep.
then you can start traveling all you want.
And you're so right. I just had to wait all these years, but it's all good because you're right. I'm going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go
And
everywhere.
now you can afford to do it. When back then, you probably wouldn't have been able to afford to go to all the places that you really want to go.
That's true. And I say Italy, but you know where I really want to go? To Egypt.
Oh, yeah, that would be
Oh,
awesome.
I really want to go to Egypt. Like, that is like,
You
that
know,
would be,
I would love to go to Egypt too, but I would like to go to Israel and
yeah,
over there. I would,
yeah, yeah.
So your dad was Egyptian and black, right?
I don't know, really. We don't really know that.
That's what I was told.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Did you guys ever hear that?
Yeah, but I didn't get the DNA sample, so I'm not sure.
Oh my gosh. So for that reason alone,
Yeah,
we have family members that you can ask.
I do.
Do we?
Candy and Mickey.
Yep.
Shout out to Candy and Mickey.
Hey. Yeah.
Yeah, we could ask them because they know all about their
Mhm.
ancestors. They really do.
Okay, well, now it's my turn.
When you go to Egypt, can I go?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not going by myself.
I know Christina not going.
Nope.
Neither is
No.
Shanita.
No.
But I'm going.
Nope. Neither one of them going. But you guys can FaceTime me, and I would love to see it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Or you can take some type of medication that's going to put you out for what? It's probably like a 8
2
hour
days.
8 hour flight.
Nope, I'm good. Okay. So, what is your most used emoji?
You don't even use emojis, do you?
I do. I always use a smiley face or a heart.
Do you?
Mm,
Yeah.
That's always my go-to.
Yeah, so do I.
yeah.
When they start doing like the purple, what do you call that thing? I don't know any of all the other mess.
Neither. Or I'll do the thinking one. Or if you say something questionable, I do the one where you're like,
Yeah.
They can't see you.
I know, but
saying.
you guys can see me, so.
Oh, goodness.
Okay. Okay, so my turn.
Mhm.
What is one of the most thrilling experiences of your life?
Piercing your nipples
Or waiting at the altar, walking down by yourself.
and
Oh my
knowing your groom's
gosh.
not there yet.
Oh my God. None of those were thrilling though.
They were scary. No, I'm playing. Just playing.
Gosh. I mean, I don't want to say my kids because that's,
Yeah, no.
it's always
That's not going to work.
thrilling. I can't think of anything that I've done. I mean, outside of traveling, but all my traveling has been to like the Caribbean. You know, everybody goes to the Caribbean.
Yeah,
you know what I
but-
mean?
That could have been thrilling for you.
But didn't you jump off of the tall in Jamaica? Is it in Jamaica?
Or zip lining when you did all that.
Oh, yeah, I did that. And yeah. That was thrilling because I'm afraid of heights.
Yeah.
That is thrilling. Absolutely afraid of heights. And I zip lined from the top of a mountain.
Yeah.
That was thrilling. Thank you.
That is scary.
That tops everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you jumped into the water though from the cliff.
Oh, no, I didn't.
She said, "Oh, no, I didn't."
But I went snorkeling.
Did you?
and I can't swim.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So
Did
that
you go
was
deep
thrilling
enough
too.
to see the reefs and the
No, because
reef?
I had a life jacket wrapped around my
Oh.
waist. So I had, I could, look down into the water, but I couldn't actually go down.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh. Did you start your podcast because you were bored or because you wanted to start to help others? So basically, instead of still beating around the bush, we all wanted to help others. We wanted to give women a platform. So that's why we started it.
and we hope you guys start using us as that platform.
All right. So it says, what shows are you streaming? What shows am I streaming?
You guys are always streaming something.
Yeah, we stream everything. We don't do cable, but
No, but I'm just saying, you guys always are.
oh, watching something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, right now mine is Chosen. I watched the first 4 seasons. I watched it before, but I rewatched it getting ready for the
The movies.
the new season that came out. So love it.
Which, by the way, so far the new season it's really good. You know what? We probably should discuss that too. That should
haven't
probably
seen
be
it.
a topic.
I can't
Well,
discuss it.
you know what? I think you
It's a
need to
reason to
see
watch
it.
it. Yeah.
I think you need to start from the beginning.
You're probably right.
And I did it in a week. All 4 seasons. I
It's
did it in a
really
week.
good. You can binge that. It's really good.
It is.
Okay, I hear you too.
I know you're not watching The Pit.
I am not. I haven't started it.
You
What
need
is
to
The Pit?
start.
Oh, our sound engineer is watching The Pit. What is The
Mhm.
Pit?
What's it about? Well, don't tell me because I
Everybody
plan on watching
Google The Pit.
Okay.
It's on Max.
Okay.
it. All right.
Is it my turn?
It is.
Okay.
We ain't got no really good, gritty questions coming now. Like,
No, got rid of those. What are you most passionate about? Do I have to answer this?
Yes, you do. And I don't know why
I
you
mean-
think you can select what you answer and what you don't.
why don't you want to?
Because my questions are kind of the same.
Their questions, answer them. Sister girl.
Okay, so what am I most passionate about?
And don't say your kids because that's your go to.
Well, you know what? All I have are my kids. There's not much else going on.
So for all you single men out there, please call 540.
Look, audio engineer, you're not doing your job.
She needs some passion.
We need that bleep out.
Yes.
But we really don't.
Because she needs some passion in her life.
Oh my god. I don't know what I'm passionate about right now. I guess right now would be the podcast.
Yeah.
That's
That
the only thing that I
is
can say
true.
that I'm really passionate about it right now.
And
And I get
I can contest to that.
You get over passionate.
no, I'm not. I don't feel like I'm over passionate. I just think I like to stay on top of everything.
Yeah, but we're singing. In our view, you're over passionate. But you don't feel like it. But yeah, we see the passion.
Hey, remember I said it's my baby.
You did. She said it's her baby, so I guess it is her child. Again, we're talking about
But
her
the
kids.
same thing. Just reverts back. All right. I guess it's my turn. Okay. Oh, wow. What was your last dream about? You know, that is a good question because I have no idea. I
That's
don't
a
wake
good
up to my
question.
dreams. I don't have. You mean like physical dreams or like me daydreaming? Like what I dream
Yeah,
about?
you
Let's
both-
just say. let's just say. You're,
I need clarification here. Physical dreams, like
you know how sometimes you dream about things that you want to do or you want to be
Right.
or what I see myself or actually me going to sleep
Dreaming.
and waking
so
up.
that's one of my questions, and I mean actually sleeping. What was
Okay.
your last
Yeah,
dream?
no idea, no freaking clue. I don't have dreams that often to where I wake up and I remember them. I can't even remember the last dream that I remembered.
Do you remember the last time you dreamed?
No.
So I can remember the last time I dreamed. I just don't remember what it was because I remember waking up and thinking about it, but then it just
Mm-hmm.
leaves. Like you just
No.
lose it.
Yeah, it's like I can remember it unless it's like a really like
Scary.
scary
Yeah.
dream. Then I might remember it for like a couple of days. But normally
Yeah.
it's like I'll wake up and I'll think about it, remember it by noon. It's like I've totally forgotten about it,
Yeah,
you
no.
know. But if it's something that was really scary or just really stayed on my mind, or I felt like it was God telling me something, I do retain that longer. And sometimes like okay, when we were kids and
Okay.
we were on the beach at grandma's at in Chaptica, Maryland. I had a dream about someone coming into the room, and she got on my chest
Mm.
and she was like pulling the breath out of me.
Really?
And I had that dream when I was in middle school.
Wow.
And I remember that dream. That is
Wow.
one dream that I will
Never
never
forget.
forget.
Oh.
You know, it's so crazy that you say that because I had a dream when I was a kid and it was about aliens coming down, but I had it repeatedly. Like I would have it like maybe 2 years later, I'll have it and then I'll have it again and then it just went away. You know, it's like, and I
Wow.
can remember it because I kept having the same dream.
Do you think you were being abducted?
Oh my gosh. Maybe I was. And you remember when I was
And then it
younger, I used to
stopped.
think you guys were aliens?
Yes. Oh my God.
Remember we told her that she was born in a toilet bowl?
And she believed
And
it.
she believed it.
Yeah, you guys used to get on me a lot. Maybe I was abducted. I need to go see. I need
Because all of a sudden it stopped,
hypnotized.
right?
Yeah, they
Remember-
just stopped.
You remember that time when you and I was at home? Because we were latchkey kids, of course, you know that. But one day, it was storming and stuff outside. And then Shanita acted like she had amnesia.
Yes, I remember.
Oh my gosh. She acted like she couldn't remember anything to the point where I called mom at work.
At work. She called mom at work. She was hot.
And
Ooh.
she still pretended like she
I
knew.
stuck my guns.
Oh my God.
I was like, I don't know where I'm at. I don't know who are you. And it was just me and Sherry Hawk. And Sherry was
Yep.
genuinely scared. I was playing.
Yeah.
But then she called mom, so I had to double down. Oh, I got in trouble.
Yeah, she did.
got in
'cause-
trouble.
But did you get in trouble for calling?
Yeah, of course she yelled at me for calling because she was playing these stupid games. She was
Wow.
Shanita then because that right there,
Yeah, that was.
Christina wouldn't do that.
no.
No, Christina would not do that. Okay, so here's a question. If you could go back in time, what ex would you warn your younger self about?
How about all of them?
I'm about to say every last one of them mother. No, yeah, all of them. Even the new one. No. Yeah, there would be
Wow.
a warning. There would be like a general, what is it? They used to put on cigarettes. It would be on all of their backs.
General
If
Lord.
you smoke this.
Okay, my turn. What superpower would you like? I would like to be able to turn invisible.
Yes, I was thinking the same thing. Oh my God.
And furthermore, everything that I touch, I would want it to turn invisible.
Go.
What?
You would have wanted to what? Spoil?
Turn invisible.
Turn invisible.
Oh,
So, and,
Wow.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
got it. Heard it loud and clear.
Okay. Sherry. Wait. Hold on. I want all of us to answer that. What would be your superpower?
I would want to do invisible too.
Really?
Oh yeah, definitely. I would definitely want to be invisible. I don't have to fly. I don't do anything. But if I could just turn invisible,
Mm-hmm.
man, what?
I would fly because I don't fly.
I'm about to say.
I would fly.
Yeah.
Yep, I would fly.
Mm-mm. I don't need to fly.
Turn invisible though.
Yeah. Do you know what you could do with that?
Yes.
Man.
But what do you want to do with it? Like she's over here really dreaming about here. Like, what are you trying to do? Are you?
I think legally I probably shouldn't say anything.
Yeah. Well, just leave it to the imagination.
Would you visit an ex?
Oh, girl, I wouldn't even care about that. I'm
Nope.
thinking bigger than that.
You going to the Federal Reserve?
And on that note,
Go ahead.
Who's
Whose turn
next?
is it, Christina?
Yeah, it's my turn. So, what's the best gift you have ever received? I am going to give you two answers because there's two. My answer is healthy, beautiful kids. Those are my greatest gifts.
There we go again with the kids.
Because it's cliche.
I mean, it is
but
what it
is.
is,
It is
right?
the truth.
So
Yeah.
everybody understand, if anything you were asking in positivity, our kids are always first.
Always,
We
always,
love our
always.
kids.
Even when we don't love them, we love them.
Yep.
So
So, but if I'm going to be materialistic, I would say my red bottoms from my
Aw.
husband. He always gives me
Aw.
really, really, really good gifts and a very, very expensive
I can attest to that.
perfume. So those are my materialistic things that I like.
that's nice.
Yep.
Yeah,
Very
you have a good husband.
Yep.
So Lisa, it's your turn.
Really? It feels like I just went.
Hmm.
No, sure didn't go.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Is
What
it another question about the podcast?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
What's the biggest mistake you think you made as a parent?
Ooh.
That's a good one.
Mm.
I make lots of mistakes as a
I-
parent.
Yeah, but what's the biggest one?
Not spanking that ass enough.
Yeah, I can agree with that. No, I'm
No.
just playing.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Who didn't spank you?
Not Sherry.
You didn't spank the boys.
Yeah, when they were little, I did. Only person I never spanked was Eris.
Well, I mean, obviously she didn't need to.
Yeah, the boys I didn't need to.
Yeah.
I mean, the boys I did. I did. Eris is the one I didn't do. Remember, I used to make the. Y'all remember? I used to spank my boys. But let me see. I don't really know what the biggest mistake is, because if I think about my kids, like, I feel pretty fortunate that there's not anything other than my oldest, and I did everything for him, and things still turn out the way that they did. So there's nothing I did. I didn't do anything. I did not love him enough. I did everything. I did way overboard with him, but everything is still the way that it is. And then the ones at home now, they're fine. Like, I don't think I've done anything to them to where I cause any issues, or my kids are good.
Yeah.
Like, they don't get in trouble at school. They listen. They, like, I don't know.
And they've become responsible young men.
Yeah, like, even though my kids don't have jobs, they don't ask me for anything. Whenever they do get money, that's when they get what they need.
But also explain why they don't have jobs.
Because they're in school.
Right.
They are in school. Now, my oldest son, he was always asking for money. But my younger ones, they don't ask me for anything. Even my almost 18-year-old, he doesn't ask me for anything. Nothing. They just don't. The only person who constantly bothers me is the girl. Constantly. She wants this, she wants that. She even swiped my credit card the other day.
Oh, I remember.
Without your permission.
I heard about it.
So how did she have
Actually, I
it?
heard you yelling or fussing with her.
How does she have your credit card to
I
swipe
gave it to her, of
Okay,
course.
then you get what
But
you get.
I didn't say you can use this. I'm like, you let me know when you're using this.
They went to Starbucks, right?
They did, and that's why I gave it to her. So when she goes to Starbucks, she can reload her card. But it doesn't matter. I didn't say, hey, use it whenever you feel.
But wait a minute. You gave it to her and told her that she can use it to reload her Starbucks card. But did you tell her that you need to reach out to me before you
not
use
without my permission.
Okay.
Yeah, she always asks me. She was just being sneaky yesterday.
it?
So
I mean,
if I
how
wanted
did they get to Starbucks?
exactly, and that's another thing. They called Lexi and let London drive them to Starbucks, right? Right?
So they used Lexi's car?
Yeah, they called Lexi and got
Did
permission.
you know that?
No, I don't know that. But Lexi will tell you that's her car, so
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
she do what she do.
Yeah, so they let London drive them to Starbucks. Now, I don't know why they needed to go.
Well, they needed Starbucks. It's a
Yeah, and she
Starbucks.
just swiped my card.
And we love
So my biggest mistake is probably giving her that card.
Okay.
The boys would have never done that.
What's your favorite snack to eat while you work? So I guess it depends on the time of year. Like around Halloween, It's the candy corns. Like I eat those like the whole month of October.
Mm.
Um, I like to get the what are those? The orange peanuts.
Circus
Oh,
peanuts.
the
Circus
circus peanuts.
peanuts. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I love snacking on those, but I don't know. I mean, really it depends on what chocolates I have in the house in my candy dish.
Okay.
So, it really depends.
Okay.
All right, that's good questions. Those are good questions from all of our kids and each other, and we did an awesome job.
Yay.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Hope,
So,
hope you got to know us a little more.
yeah, all four of us. All right, so we're gonna close this out.
So,
So, moving on over to our April Mad Love giveaway. Please go to 3BW Unfiltered Podcast and move on down that screen. Just keep scrolling until you get to subscribe for a chance to win. You're going to provide your name, your email address, and in the message, you're going to type April giveaway in the box. That's it, y'all, and good luck. And by the way, the winner will be announced on April 29th.
Yay.
all right, guys. And the last thing is we would like for you to subscribe to our webpage. So if you would, please go on and subscribe. Thank you.
Thank you for hanging out with us.
Thanks. Have a good whatever you're having.
Have a great week.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
y'all.